Little short video, Mike, of how to do these crimps. It's real simple. You strip off about yay much of your wire, and you stick that thing over there. And what you want to do is you want to stick it over so that some of you just barely on the black with the last set. I find it easier if I just take my fingers and kind of squeeze those around that a little bit, or you can use a pair of crimpers, crimp it down, and you take your tool. I use the very first notch on the tool, and you want to set it where this part of it, the female side, is facing the open side of the barrel. And I crimp it down once on the first one, and then I move to the second notch and I'll crimp it down again. That really sets that. So what you're left with is the very last one is still open. So you do the same thing, press that with the female side to the female side, crimp it down, and then I do it again. And what you'll find that if you leave that crimp, what you have is that right there. What I find is if you don't crimp this down tight enough around this, when you go to slide it inside your socket, that this will want to rub or want to go in. But the last set should be around just the plastic part, and that holds the strain relief. And then the first one, it should be crimped down good. There's a green one that's been crimped real tight. Like I said, I find it's better to kind of push those in, because when you stick them in your crimpers, the open side to that right there, to the bottom part, that if you're too wide, they'll want to bend around. And you'll know that when that flips around there, and if that's not tight on that, I mean, it should look like that right there. It's kind of hard to see that, but that's what it should, a finished crimp should look like. And then you slide that in your socket. What I do is do all mine before I ever start sliding them in the socket, because if you slide them in the socket before, you're fighting this thing in there tight, because it'll go in about yay much. You can't get all that in there. Anyway, quick little video. Good to hear from you, Mike. I'm glad you're doing well.